We've got Marvin Bartley.
What is wrong with you, man?
Bro, I've been sitting here for ages, bro. Fucking manky, lad.
No wonder you're saying to me, hurry up, man. How are you?
He's setting that up for fucking ages, bro.
I've just been doing Animal Flow.
What you
It was decent. You should have joined in. I was just doing remember Steve from Hibs?
He's pathetic, isn't he?
I was just doing a session with him, mate. Yeah, it was good. It's something different, huh?
Isn't it?
Yeah. It's really, really hard. But no, it was decent. How you keeping?
Nah, I'm good, bro. Just bored at my nut, mate.
Yeah, I can imagine. On the healthy stuff.
Keep myself busy, bro, mate. I've been trying to keep ticking over with the fitness, mate, but the motivation, it's not there, mate.
It's hard work, huh?
I just don't know when the season's going to come back. You know what I mean? Like, I'm hearing it's going to be like August, July, or if they're going to just scrap the season or what. I don't know what's going to happen, mate. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's going to be difficult. If things don't improve quickly, it's going to be difficult to get us back playing. Because you've got to think as well, the gap we're going to have between now and going back is longer than the gap we have in the summer. And then we normally have a 6-week pre-season. So what's going to happen when we go back? They can't say you've got to play straight away.
It's just, we're living in history, bro. I don't know, mate.
It's
never happened before, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's mental. You up the road at your mum's?
Big up the NHS, mate.
Yeah, they're doing a marvellous job. They really, really are. I hope you've been doing the claps and stuff as well.
I've been out there clapping, mate. I've been out there with the pots and pans. I've been supporting them, bro. But
Good
people,
man.
mate, it's annoying me, mate. People just stay at home, though, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I know.
It's no hard, mate, just to, like, stay in the house, like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And if your mum can do it with you in the house, then anyone can do it, huh? Poor woman.
Mate, I'm making TikToks every day and every night. She's starting to go grey, mate, honestly.
I'm not surprised, man, having you back.
I've got my
woman.
flat down Edinburgh, but I didn't want to go there, mate. I'm just want to stay in my man there.
Yeah.
I'm getting cooked meals, mate. The washing's getting done, bro. I was see when I'm doing there, mate. I'm a nightmare for like washing my gear. Like I'll go through my whole wardrobe.
Yeah.
Every bockies, every sock, every t-shirt, and then I'll just do a big wash. Mate, here at my mum's, lad, I'm wearing Calvin Kleins every day, bro. I've got Calvins on every day, lad.
Are they real Calvin Kleins, though? Because I know you used to have some snides back in the day, man.
You want to see them, lad?
Yeah, please.
Nah, come on, man.
Right, listen.
I'm taking this off, bro. It's honking.
Yeah, go on, take it off me.
You remember when I got that, lad? When I put you 10 feet in there at Eyebrow?
When you tripped me up. Did you get booked for that?
Oh, the best booking I've ever had in my life, mate.
Yeah, I remember he booked you, man. Took me out right in the dugout.
Mate,
Horrible guy.
That's all I wanted that day, mate. Just to put you in there, lad, and I done it, mate. That's the highlight.
Yeah, it was a foul.
It's coming up, man.
Yeah, go on, big man.
You want me to send you it back, lad?
Nah, you can keep it, mate. Put it on your wall.
Been using it to clean Carlos, mate.
Oh, so mad. Right. Let's go back to the start. First season at Hibs. Oh my God. Signed from Hutchie was it? Hutchie coming.
Right. Before we start, bro, right?
Go on.
I can't really take this serious with you, mate. What's happening? Is this a new career that you're coming into, that you're getting older or what?
Yeah, I'm getting old, mate. My footballing career is coming to an end. No, we're trying to keep, like you said, we want people to stay at home. So I'm trying to get different footballers on here to show the other side to them. Because normally people won't get to speak to you or hear you speak for as long as this. So hopefully it entertains people for an hour or so. And they can, they can stay at home, enjoy it. Kids can watch it. There's a lot of Hibs fans and fans from other clubs. Saying that, you idiot. You look like Cypher. Anyway, back to the start. So you signed what? 2012, 2013, 2014 signed for Hibs. But why did it take you so long to make your debut? You didn't make it until the November, did you, against Inverness? Were you injured?
Bro, if you're going right back at the start, bro. Mate, I was struggling at one point, bro. I was a gardener for a year and a half before that, bro, innit?
Yeah, that's when you were Hutchie Vale?
Aye, no, well, let me think, bro. So I started at Hutchie Vale and I went to Hearts, mate. And I was there for like a good 5 years. That's when I done my knee. I done my knee 3 times, mate. I done my cruciate. I didn't know what a cruciate was. Give me a younger. Like, you didn't know, like, the physios didn't know, mate, right? I might do my cruciate when I was like 14. But, mate, by next week, I was playing again, mate, on a cruciate. Honestly, it took me 3 times before I actually got an operation in that. So I got, and then I got the op on that, came back, done my meniscus, came back, done my meniscus. And this was all when I was at Hearts. And like
all on the same side?
All on
same
the right,
knee?
bro. On the right, mate. I got a lot of stick about the right leg, mate, right? But I've had 3 ops on that, mate. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this was at Hearts, mate.
Yeah.
And they shafted me through the NHS and all that, bro. Honestly, I must have been out for about 2 years, mate. Easy. So I went. So they ended up releasing me when I was 16.
Yeah.
No job, nothing, mate. Bombed out of school, mate. When you're the class clown for 10 years, lad, it catches up with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I ended up getting a job as a gardener for like a year. Troy the gardener, mate. And then I was playing with Hutchie Vale then.
Yeah.
Just like with my boys and that, like a bit of banter. Like I always wanted to be a footy player, mate. But at that point, released for Hearts and that, I was like, I'm 16, 17 now, mate. I'm like, I was out all the time and that. I was playing with my boys. Hibs came. Remember James McDonough?
No, I didn't meet him. Maybe I've known him by face, but I don't know him by name.
He's the manager at Edinburgh City now, I think.
Oh, okay. Right. I wasn't at Hibs with him, but I've seen him coming a few times when George was there.
So he came to one of the games, bro, and I was like, to be fair, mate, it was easy for me. I was like scoring like 3-4 and that, like just taking the piss, mate. Like, but I was just having fun, mate. Do you know what I mean? He came, seen me, told me to come in for a trial at Hibs, bro. I'm like, we'll see what this is all about. I went in, mate. I done well, mate. I was surprised, mate. I was like, I'm alright. Like, I ain't that bad, bro.
What age was that?
This was when I was maybe 18.
Yeah.
So like, but I was like a year and a half. I was just at boys club and that, but like at ages where like you should really be playing like at a better level. Do you know what I mean? If you're
of course. Yeah.
Plus, see, in the garden and that, bro, getting up at like 7 in the morning, picking weeds out for like 5 an hour and that.
Yeah.
Loved it, mate. Like probably the best thing that's happened to me, just cause like now being a footy player, mate, it's the best job in the world, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like.
Yeah.
I think with players now, it's like you get put into like full-time contracts when they're like 15, 16, 17. It's like Chelsea, Rangers, Celtic, Man U, and they're big time as anything, bro. They ain't when they're 16, 17, bro. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They didn't know what real working is. It's hard.
Yeah. No, of course. And that's why when a lot of boys get released from those bigger clubs at like 18, 19, they fall out of the game by the time they're 20 or 21 because they don't understand. You know, even falling down the leagues, they've had it all on the plate.
I've seen loads of the players, mate. I think they made it, mate, early doors. And honestly, see when they get a shock when, like, if they need to get a real job, mate, like, because it's hard, bro. Football is easy, mate. It's the best job in the world, mate.
Yeah. So you had your trial. You said you had your trial, and then
had my trial, mate. I done well. Hibs ended up signing me, bro. Just for like the under 21s at the time.
Yeah.
So like, just like, you know, you get like 90 quid a week in that, and you get like everyone boots like as a youth player. And then I was started bagging goals there and that, mate. And this is the point where Hibs were struggling, mate. The season they got relegated, didn't it?
Yeah.
Struggling, weren't scoring goals. Who was in charge?
Pat Fenlon was in charge at the start until November.
So Pat Fenlon he got sacked, right? And Jimmy Nicholl took over for like one game before Butcher came. And he was like, fuck this, like, Cummings, you're starting. I was like, what? Like, never, like, it was my first game in it. I think it was against Inverness.
Inverness,
Jimmy Nicholl was
Inverness.
Like, mate, I'm changing this team, mate. They've been absolute honk, like, they're getting beat all the time. I'm like, Cummings is like bagging goals, like, he's 18, he's scoring goals for the under 21s. I'm like, you're starting up top, innit? I was like, mad. So I went in there. It was mad because Butcher was coming in. He was coming in. He was at Inverness before, so he was at the game and that. He seen me.
Yeah.
He came in and he buzzed off me, bro. To be fair.
Really?
He buzzed off me, mate. Must have been the personality, lad. And
it wasn't the football.
And then he ended up playing me a bit to the end of the season, bro. But we just kept getting beat. Like, had a stinker, mate. Kept getting beat. Ended up in the playoffs. I scored my.
Well, you won one in 18 games, didn't you? Like towards the end of the season is.
Mate, mate.
Yeah,
It was,
one in 18.
mate, it was a disaster, mate. Like,
Yeah,
I just mind every game, mate. Butcher was just slowly but surely losing his head every week. We were just getting worse, mate. I don't know what. Like, we had no bad players in that. We had all right players, but
yeah. Well, correct me if I'm
came in there
wrong.
on a losing streak.
Yeah, didn't he say to a lot of the boys whose contracts are up at the end of the season that they won't be there the following season? I think he had a bad run at the start of it, and then he was, after like 3 or 4 games, he was like, well, you know, a lot of you boys won't be here next season. But I think he was still relying on them boys to play the season out. Is that not true?
He started losing the change in that as well, mate. Like a wee bit, mate. But see, with me, to be fair, mate, he was brand new with me. Like, he was honestly, he loved me, mate. And we ended up finishing, mate. Hearts were bottom in it because it was that season they got all the points.
Points deducted, yeah.
So they were bottom of the league. We ended up finishing second bottom.
Yeah.
Played Hamilton in the playoffs. That was when I scored my first 2 goals.
Yeah, that was right. Yeah.
2-0 up we were. Came to Easter Road, mate. 2-2.
Yeah.
And then went to penalties, and then I missed the winning pen, didn't I?
Yeah. Well, the penalty that obviously knocked Hibs out. So obviously playing in that game, the first leg you had won 2-0. So you must have been full of confidence. Obviously, you got your first 2 goals. Going into the second leg, surely you were thinking like
goals as well, by the way.
Yeah, I'll look them up after. Surely you thought going back to Easter Road, then we're going to be staying up. What was the change room like before that game? What was the thinking behind it? Were the boys like, oh, we're cruising here, or was there still a bit of nervousness, or what? What was it like?
Bro, I can't really remember, bro. But
yeah,
I just think that, when you've got that losing mentality, mate, like every week anyway, I just feel like the confidence and all that, we were in trouble, mate. Like every week, like I just remember us thinking like every game,
we're gonna lose.
You know when you've got that, when you keep getting beat.
Yeah.
So when we went 2-0 up and I scored the 2, 100% we were like, right, we're taking them to Easter Road. Hamilton.
Yeah.
They were a decent side, like.
Yeah.
Nealon, I think it was Alec Nealon.
Yeah.
They were decent, but I thought we were like, I was like fully confident in that. Obviously, I was 18, innit?
Yeah, of course.
Scored my first couple, and then came to the 5th penalty. I mind them saying, Butcher was like to me, like we were like, who's want to take the pen? Who's want to take the pen? And I was like, I'll take one. I was like, I'll take the 5th one, innit? He's like, I swear, he must have said, are you sure? I've been 8 times telling him, are you sure? Come here. Are you sure? Right, bro, I swear, I still get like voice notes taking that now, sending me. Are you sure? Honestly, I was like 18, like, I'll take it. Not a problem, that mate. I'll take that.
Yeah.
Stepped up and missed it. I was like 0 to hero. No, hero to 0.
Yeah.
Like real quick, bro.
Where did you hit it? Did the keeper save it? Did you hit it over? Like, what happened?
I went to the right, like like mad right that I'm looking, like reverse it, and he saved it, mate, and like the fans and that just went mad, man. Like,
so going up to that penalty, Jace, obviously from the halfway line going up to the penalty, like you say, you're an 18-year-old boy, you just come into the professional game, this is your first season. Obviously, when you normally put yourself forward to take the 5th penalty, as to, you think, I'm taking a winning penalty, rather than, if I miss this, we're going to lose kind of thing. So the nerves must have been off the scale, like walking up to the penalty spot. Or did you feel all right?
Mate,
you're a weirdo.
Nah, I'm a bit weird when it comes to me. Like, I like that, eh?
Yeah.
I've made sure that I was the 5th penalty, like, just so I can feel like that adrenaline, eh? I think it just comes from, bro, as I say, I swear, I think it just comes from playing, like, that season and a bit when I was at boys club and that, just, like, really, like, obviously I'm arsed, like, but I mean, really, that arse just playing for, like, banter and a bit of fun in that. Like, I wanted to take the pens in that situation.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So I wasn't that.
Right, you step up and you miss. Obviously, relegates Hibs. Then what are you feeling? Then what's the actual feeling? Like you say, you're an 18-year-old boy thriving under pressure before that, wanting to take the 5th penalty. You step up and you miss. Surely you just want the ground to swallow you up, no?
Oh, exactly, mate. There's a picture of me, like, just to be greeting me.
Yeah,
like,
I can imagine.
All the Hamilton players running past me.
Yeah.
Nah, I was devil, mate. After the game, I swear, we had, like, all the fans wanted to, like, they wanted Butcher me.
Yeah.
And so they were all waiting outside. It was like, honestly, it was like zombies, like Call of Duty zombies.
Yeah.
Just waiting on us. I think we had to stay in for about We stayed in for about 3 hours, easy.
Yeah.
Chucking stones at the cars in the car park and that. And obviously,
Yeah.
I felt like the main responsibility. I missed the
Yeah,
point,
of
man.
course. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I remember after that, I went with my agent. I met my agent and I met him, got some food. And even in the street, I bumped into a few Hibs fans and they were giving me stick and that.
Yeah,
And
I can
being
imagine.
18, I was like, oh my God, man, this is a disaster.
What were the more
I'll tell you
experienced
what,
boys
in the
like
big picture
around
now,
you?
looking back, mate,
Yeah.
I would say at that point, 100% the best thing to happen to Hibs at that point. At the time, obviously, people thinking it was a disaster.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
if
of
you
course.
if you look like what we've done afterwards,
Yeah.
like with Leanne came in Scottish Cup, then
Yeah.
and then and getting back in, like I think it's the best thing that's happened to Hibs.
So when you missed the penalty, you go back in the changing room. Obviously, there's some experienced boys in that team. Did anyone, like, if you can remember, put their arm around you? Like, did anyone try and help you? Or was everyone just so devastated that they kind of just left you to your own devices?
Aye, for sure. It was a very experienced team, that, mate. We didn't
Yeah.
have that many young lads. I was like the youngest. It was older
Yeah.
players. It was
Yeah.
Alan Mabry, Rowan Vine, Michael Nelson, Owen Tudor-Jones, James McPake, Liam Craig, old players at the end of their careers. It was
Yeah.
So the majority of them, for sure, the majority of them, Liam Craig and that, they had their arm around me. I honestly, I think I was greeting at one point.
Yeah, no, I can imagine.
And they were brand new. We didn't even see Butcher, mate. He didn't come in, did he?
Really?
He didn't come into the changing room, bro. Didn't he see him? That was the last time I've seen him. Last time I spoke to him was like at half time after the game.
Yeah, he was gone.
He just disappeared, bro. It was like Houdini, mate.
Flipping hell. So like you say, you're relegated at that end of that season. Obviously, you have the break now to the following season. What was your summer like? Were you constantly replaying? You know, the penalty miss. Yeah. What was it? A disaster?
I was for 3 weeks, mate.
Where was your mind at?
Well, in the actual.
Well, in the summer, yeah. Obviously, you've just missed the penalty to get Hibs like relegated.
No, I was devil, mate. I can't remember, but it's mad how long ago it is now.
Yeah, of course.
Away, but,
yeah.
In the summer, you know what? I was devil, obviously, but I was where I came from, mate.
Yeah.
Like, I was buzzing that I scored my first couple of goals, this and that, and I was, and a lot of the players were leaving, so I was thinking, do you know what? The Scottish champ for me.
Yeah,
is the best thing because I'm young. I might actually be like #1 striker now.
Yeah, of course.
You know
yeah.
I was like next season. I was buzzing like.
Yeah.
This could be like my gateway in here. It'd be like the main choice striker, mate.
Of course. And you were, because the next season Stubbs came in, didn't he? And
Stubbs?
Yeah, Stubbs came in the following season, the 14-15 season, and you were top goal scorer. You scored 18 league goals and 21 in all competitions. So, like you just said there, you're obviously the main striker. After having a slow start when you first came in, they're waiting 4 months for your debut, and then to go on the next season and score 18 and 21, like, as a 19-year-old boy, you must have been on top of the world.
Aye, and mate, you didn't forget as well, at that point in the champ, right, that was mad, mate. It was Rangers, Hearts and Hibs were in the champ at that point, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because Hearts won the league, didn't they? And obviously Hibs had finished second at that point, and then lost in the playoff to Rangers. The playoff to go to the Premier League. Rangers had beaten Hibs, but from a selfish point of view, again, obviously you scoring that amount of goals, you know, in league and cup, like 21 goals, that's some return for a boy who, you know, 18 months ago, like you said, was a gardener. So you must have been absolutely like buzzing with yourself at that point.
Nah, for sure, mate. That's when when I, like, everyone started to know that, like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? But the thing is there, I keep getting messages, bro. So the thing is there, mate, I was playing like most games, and that's what I need. Like, I need to play every week to, you know, like, score goals. Yeah, and I was just really confident as a young lad then. Do you know what I mean? And I can't. Who was that? Do you know who was up front with me?
Your signalman. Who was what? I'm not sure who you played.
Who was the striker with me then? You remember?
I'm not sure who you played. No, I'm not sure who you played up top with. You're the main man, obviously. You're the top scorer in the league, mate. You were clearly the main man.
I've got a memory like a sieve, man, honestly. You're asking me about these questions ages ago, but I can't remember, mate.
What about this? Let's see if you remember this. Who did you score a hat-trick against, well, you thought you scored a hat-trick against, and then they took the second goal away from you and gave it as a known goal in that same season?
Who was that?
Remember? Yeah, what team was it against?
Falkirk.
Yes, there you go. See, your memory's not as bad as you think, huh?
Bro, I remember the goals, mate. I remember the goals, bro. You know what I mean?
Was the second goal yours? I've not
But I'll
seen
tell
it.
you
Was the
what,
second goal yours?
I think so, mate. But
That
I
means
can't
no.
remember that either. But I'll tell you what,
Yeah.
the after that we got in a lot when Stubbsy came in.
Mm-hmm.
What season did you come after that?
I came the season after that. Yes, I came the 15-16 season, which was the following
when
season.
Stubbsy came in, he brought in like good players in it, and
Yeah.
we were obviously in the champs with Hibs. It wasn't easy because it was still hard, but against the lower teams, like, it was easy to kind of score goals or whatever. And the changing room was different. I remember the changing room being a lot different for the season that we got relegated to the season after. A lot of young lads came in, and the team where I remember after that the next 2-3 years I was at Hibs. Every team I was in, like the boys in the team where I was always brilliant at Hibs, isn't it?
Yeah, it was brilliant. Like you said, so the next season was the 15-16 one. And again, you got 18 goals in that 18 league goals and 25 in all competitions. So, you're going from strength to strength now. After being a boy, you waited 4 months to get your debut. You're starting to bang the goals in. And obviously that was the same season. Remember, we lost to Ross County in the League Cup final. Do you remember that? Remember that game? Now? Yeah. When we lost to Ross County, so we lost to Ross County, but we won the Scottish Cup, didn't we?
Was that the season you came?
Yeah. That was my first season. So I'm going to play you something now and tell me what's going through your mind when this happens. Like, tell me if you can hear it.
Go on,
This way. Can you hear it?
No, really, bro. What's that? I can't really hear it, mate.
You can't hear it now? You step up, take a penalty. You step up, take a penalty now.
Oh shit! Was that the semi-final, the connector?
Yeah.
What was your thoughts when I done that, lad?
I told you my thoughts at half time.
I would call it, yeah.
What were your thoughts? Like, you ran up to take a penalty, semi-final. What's going through your head?
Bro, as I say, mate, I always play footy just for the. I never really change, even now, mate. Like, I'll play footy just like I'm in the back garden, innit? So if at that point I wanted to dink it, I just wanted to dink it, innit? But I remember saying we share a room with the meatball McGinn, and I'm positive I said to him the night before that if we get a pen, like, I'm going to dink it, just because, mate. Do you know what? Like, I just thought, like, keepers aren't going to stand still in a big game like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
you got to hit the target though.
I ended up dinking it clean over the bar, bro.
As soon as you hit that, did you know it was over? Did you know I've got too much on this?
I knew I had a stinker. I overcooked it massively, mate. Like,
yeah.
I think even if it went in the middle, he didn't even move that much, mate.
Yeah. I think he could have
just kind of stood there, bro. But everything happens for a reason. And
no, exactly.
Cummings stood up and scored the winning pen again, didn't I?
So when you took the winning penalty, say in a penalty shoot, go to a penalty shootout, you take the final penalty. Now, as I said, is there any thoughts going through your mind that I've missed a penalty already in this game, or a flashback to when you missed against Hamilton? Is there anything in your head, or are you just thinking, I'm fully confident I'm going to score this?
Do you know what, mate? That is, if I've ever been nervous in a football match, that was the most nervous I've been with that penalty when I stepped up then.
Yeah.
If you look at my penalty that I scored, like, I hit it like it was the worst pen. It was the biggest, safetiest pen in the world. I was a bit nervous then, mate. But
no, of course.
Thank God for Conrad Logan that day, mate. He saved me. I seen him not that long ago. I say to him every time I see him, I was like, you pulled me out one day, mate. He was unbelievable, eh?
Yeah, absolutely unreal.
Bro, you remember when he first came in, Big Conrad? I swear, mate, I'm not even lying. When he first came in, I thought he was the chef. No, honestly, I thought, who's this big guy coming in here?
Yeah.
And, it must be the new chef, because I'm sure that chef he ended up doing a run to the Mauritius or something.
Yeah.
He done a run to the Mauritius where, like, a wee 21-year-old.
Yeah.
I thought, here comes the new chef, all right, Conrad. And he ended up being the keeper. I ended up saving my arse in the semi.
Saved your bacon, didn't he?
He did, mate.
So obviously,
bacon, I know.
We went on to win the
Yeah,
Scottish
it's getting
Cup.
a bit dark in here, isn't it?
Yeah, you need to turn your lights on, mate.
It's because I'm outside, mate, innit?
Oh, okay. So,
my mum's in
you
there.
alright? Oh. Yeah, so listen, we went on to win the Scottish Cup, and then at the end of that season, there was plenty of rumours that you were going to leave the club, and you end up signing a new 4-year contract. Can you remember? Oh, gosh.
What was that?
That's better. I said at the end of that season, there were so many rumours that you were going to end up leaving the club, like so many teams are after you. You end up signing a new 4-year contract at Hibs.
What was that after we won the Scottish Cup?
Yeah, after you won it, yeah. You signed a 4-year contract in the July, and then Peterborough ended up bidding for you in the August. And then obviously the offer got turned down. What were your thoughts then, though? So obviously you've had 2 brilliant seasons. You just signed a new contract, and then Peterborough came calling. Like, what were your thoughts? Were you happy to stay at Hibs no matter what, or did you want to speak to Peterborough? Like, what was going through your mind then?
I had a few, mate, and I loved my time at Hibs, mate. So it was always going to be hard for me to leave at any point. But
yeah,
it's hard. Do you know when teams come in for you? I think there was a few more teams as well. I think Wolves will want to buy me that summer as well, and
yeah,
it is hard, especially when like the money in that as well.
Yeah, of course.
Everything like that's tempting. You want to progress yourself. I've done good in the last couple of seasons. I thought, is it time for me to move on or whatever? But
your phone's froze, coming. Your phone froze.
I got a message for Stubbsy there.
You're back again now. I can hear you again now. You're back.
Message for Stubbsy there. I thought he was watching me. You know what it is? I don't know what it is, right? I've see all my old gaffers. I've just got them saved as gaffer in my contacts.
Oh, so you got no idea.
So I was meant to phone like my gaffer at Shrewsbury the day, and I ended up phoning Stubbsy. So he messaged me there saying, "What are you phoning me for?"
Oh my God! Maybe you should save it as their names. Right. Following the season, Neil Lennon comes in, and obviously you knew about him from his days at Celtic. What were your thoughts about him coming in? Were you excited? Were you scared, as a few were? Like, what was going through your mind, if anything?
Yeah. Nah, so that summer I did have a bit of interest for a lot of clubs, and I didn't really know what to do, right? So Lenny came in, and that was a bit. I thought that was a good reason for me to stay as well. My agent speaks highly of him, and a lot of people speaks highly, but I had a couple of offers on the table to go, mate. But I was still young, so Lenny ended up calling me, and he was doing Punditry for the Euros at that time in France. So he phoned me, and he phoned my agent and said, right, fly out. I want to speak to Cummings. Like, I need him to be here. Like, I need him to be here. I know there's a lot of speculation. So I was like, right, I'll go and see what he says, this and that. So he ended up going to he gets his tickets for one of the games, Portugal, France or something. Yeah. And then he phones. He's like, come and meet me at this bar, right, after the game. So I rock up with this bar, mate. He's sitting there with all the pundits, bro. Alan Shearer, Rio Ferdinand, John Hartson, Jermaine Genius. All of them, mate. Like, all of them. Yeah. He's like, come, Doc, get in here. He's like, what's happening? This is my main striker and that. He's going to sign with us, this and that. I'm like, this guy's a legend, isn't it? He's like, what do you want to drink? I was like, just a water. Like, the season's getting back. He went, get a pint in that. I was like, this guy's a legend. So I ended up getting a pint, honestly, by about, ended up hammered. Yeah. We all ended up going to this, like, it was just like a lock-in room with all the boys. Up on the karaoke, singing the Kenny Rogers, the Gambler, with Alan Shearer, mate. Unbelievable.
How was your summer, huh?
Sing Sunshine on a Leaf and that. I'm up singing Sunshine on a Leaf with Ferdinand and that. I woke up that next day, I was like, I'm going to sing again, like. He sold me the dream, didn't he? I was like,
he sold you the dream.
I'll stay. So that season I was 100% staying after I met him and that, and I'm probably glad I did, mate. Did we get promoted the next season?
Yeah, because we got promoted, and obviously you hit 23 goals in all competitions as well. We went up as champions, which was obviously amazing for all of us. But see, so you hit 23 goals. We've gone up as champions. Did you think, you know what, I've done my job now? Like, I was part of the team that took this club down and got them relegated. Now I've been part of a team who's taken up as champions. I've been top goal scorer for the club the last 3 seasons. Is it time to move on? Did you feel like you were satisfied, but you put the club back into a position where you found it in the Premier League? Did you think your job was kind of done and you were looking at your next move then?
Aye, I've always said that it was like a full circle, innit, for me.
Yeah.
Getting them being there when they were relegated, and I always said I'd stay until and get them back up. And once I got them back up, it was I did feel like, oh, that's my goal complete. That's what I wanted to do, innit? So at that point, and then obviously Forest bid for me as well, and I just felt at that time I thought, right, I'm 21 now. I've scored 20 plus in the last 3 seasons here. I've loved every moment. I thought it was Scottish Cup and everything. But this is the time for me, to be fair, to try progress my career down south, innit? Yeah,
no, definitely. So like you said, Forest bid for you. The bid's accepted. You agreed terms with them. You signed for them. You obviously seen holding the scarf and that. Like, the people, I think everyone knows, Nottingham Forest are a huge, huge club. What was the feeling, not only for you, but obviously for your mum and that, who'd been with you, like, obviously through all your footballing career, your highs and your lows and whatever else? Surely that must have been a hugely proud day, not only for you, but for your family as well, because they're a huge club.
Nah, it was, mate. That was very, that was a highlight in my career, like signing. When I signed for them, the massive club, mate.
Yeah.
It is a massive club, do you know what I mean? And play in that league as well, in the championship.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, for where I've came from, this is unbelievable. All my family were proud as any, and mate, this fucking 2 minutes, bro.
Yeah.
It's fucking pitch dark, bro. What's happening? Pissing me off, man. I'll go inside, right?
Yeah, okay, mate.
I need to charge my phone as well, bro.
You're at it, huh? Won't keep you much
pitch dark outside.
Is that on?
Nah.
The lights are off.
Wee Carlos is falling about everywhere, man.
Maybe knackered by the time you get to the top of the stairs.
How's Diego anyway?
Yeah, he's good, mate. He's good. He's asleep, so. Mate, you've gone from. Oh, you're going upstairs? Okay. No, I can see you now.
I'll just go upstairs, mate.
Yeah, no problems. Right, so you're saying about Nottingham Forest, and like you're saying, obviously it's a proud time for you, like you and your family. You deserve the move as well. Obviously, I was your teammate for the year prior to that, and you've been brilliant. So you did deserve, to take that move on, and everyone was delighted and proud for you. Obviously, going into Forest, it's a difficult situation because, like you said, it's such a big club. You almost got to earn your stripes here, and you didn't really get a chance there, did you? You didn't really get a chance to have a run of games.
Nah, well, bro, it was Warburton that signed me, innit? So he signed me. He loved me. Obviously, he was the manager at Rangers when I was at Hibs, and I was scoring against Rangers quite a lot. So he wanted to sign me, innit? And when I first went there, he was brilliant with me. Wobbs, like, he was saying, like, it's a bit of step up for you. We'll ease you in a bit. I played a few games here and there. Scored a couple against Newcastle.
Yeah.
I scored a couple in the. I scored about 6 or so goals, bro. Did you research that one then?
Yeah, you had 17 appearances for Forest and 4 goals. So you weren't too far off there.
Nah, but hey, I'll tell you what. Wasn't it? Not as many appearances, was it?
Yeah.
I think I guarantee you the majority of them ain't starts.
Substitute. Oh no, of course, yeah. Appearances. Yeah, they're appearances.
But
sorry.
The thing that called me there, must have been there for about 5-6 months, and he got sacked. You know what I mean? So he's the manager that brought me down.
Yeah.
I thought, this is brilliant. Him and Davy Ware are different class. Like, I can see myself progressing here. And then a new manager comes in, mate. It was Karanka.
Yeah.
So he came in, mate. Right? Honestly, he came in and we were doing. He was putting all the boys into like shape.
Yeah.
He's calling everyone's name out, right? I swear, he's calling everyone's name out, right? And he's like, right, let's go. And he's forgot about me, mate. He doesn't know my name. Right, so I'm standing at the sideline, bro. I'm standing at the sideline, and I'm like, am I playing here or what?
Yeah.
So the next day, he chucked me a bibber, so I think I was footer, right? But the next day, he phoned my agent and whatever and says that he doesn't it's what footy's all about opinions, mate.
Yeah, of course, there's opinions.
He's saying that he's no matter. I'm not his type of player. He needs a bigger striker or whatever. So and I didn't even. I've never spoke to him in my life. That was me.
Yeah. That was you. I
have to go on loan.
Yeah, and then the Rangers loan move came about. Did you want to go up the road when you said you had to go on loan? Were you happy to stay in England, or did you want to come back to Scotland? Like, what were your thoughts?
I just had to get out at that point because he was at least he was honest. You know what I mean? I wasn't going to play.
Yeah, of course.
A bigger striker.
Yeah.
So I just had to get out. And there was a few down south or whatever. But when my agent told me about Rangers, mate, I was like, what?
You jumped at the chance.
Jumped at it, mate. To be honest, bro, to play for such a big club at me, I'd have ran up there, mate. But
it's a difficult one for you there as well, though, wasn't it? Because, like you said, you went to Rangers on loan. You signed there on the 18th of January, and again, in the 6 months you were there, you only got 15 appearances, which is, for a striker, that's no good at all. And they're not starts, they're appearances. You know what I mean? You need to run the games. So was that a frustrating time?
Frustrating, mate. I started to see the other side of footy. I had it a bit easy. I was playing every week, 3 seasons in a row, playing every week, scoring these goals. And then all of a sudden I was like on the bench, knowing the squad, not even a look to travel. I'm like, is this what it's all?
You don't like.
You know what I mean? And I feel I'm always better with 2 up front.
Yeah.
When I was at Hibs, like with Malonga, me and Stokesy, me and Holty. That's when I was banging goals, mate. Like playing off scraps or whatever.
Yeah, of course.
Every club I was kind of going. Like Forest was one up top, wanted the big guy. When I went Rangers, they only done one up top. Played Morelos. And it was the same with where else did I go? Where was that?
We had a few loans, didn't we?
One up top, mate. So it kind of killed me, but I love my time when I was at Rangers, or even just being partying and that, whatever. Been partying with friends and playing in front of all the fans. Mate,
were you hoping they go on?
I scored a hat-trick, mate. I never played in the week after, mate. You know what I mean? So
you scored in the cup against Falkirk.
I wish I got a better chance. Yeah, I do, mate. I do.
Yeah, a better run. So obviously, at the end of that loan, they had an option to buy you, didn't they? Which they didn't take up. Did you kind of know that was coming after you didn't start enough games, or you still had the glimmer of hope that they maybe did do it?
I was hanging on, mate. I was hanging on it.
Yeah.
I went. I see. It was obviously up to Gerrard. Gerrard came in, and it was up to him. And I met him in Dubai that summer.
Yeah.
And spoke to him, and he was brand new, and he was basically just saying like, "I'm going to bring in my own players, and I'll see what's happening, keep in touch, this and that." And then he ended up signing some geezer called Jermaine Defoe, mate. Do you know what I mean? So I was like,
who's that? Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I don't know.
Jermaine Defoe, Jason Cummings. Must have been a flip of a coin.
Second best finisher in the UK. Do you know what I mean?
After who? Yourself?
After Holty.
So then your next loan move was Peterborough, where you started on absolute fire. I remember actually tweeting their chairman when you signed for them, and I said to him, "You've got somebody who's going to score goals," and basically I said, "Any defender that makes a mistake, you'll be there, and you put the ball in the back of the net." And he said, "Yeah, that's what he's hoping for." And you started with 6 goals in five appearances. Your first 5 appearances, you hit 6 goals. Surely you thought I've arrived.
I was flying there, mate. I went on loan there, and I think I got player of the month the first month.
Yeah.
Flying, mate. Like, that, do you know why that was as well? We were 2 up front. Steve Evans was the manager.
Yeah.
And we went 4-4-2. And I was up front with Matty Godden. And the first month, mate, we just ripped it up. I think we won every game, and I scored 6 and like 4 assists or whatever.
Yeah.
Player of the month. I thought, this is... Now I'm going to like kind of restart my career here and like show everyone what they're missing, whatever.
Yeah.
And Steve Evans was... Have you ever came across Steve Evans? He's something.
I've heard.
He's the angriest guy. He's the angriest guy.
Yeah.
But he's actually a top man. He's a top man. He's funny as in. I got him very well with him, but he was just moaning at everyone, bro. Like
he's just too moany.
You could tell loads of stories about him, but he's sound as anything, like. But obviously, off-field antics at the Peterborough kind of hindered hindered my career at Peterborough, which.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you about. Did you think that that was the sole reason that you weren't playing from there on in? Obviously, after what had happened and it all came out.
Aye, defo. So I know they spoke about this just because.
No, of course.
Just because, isn't it? But
yeah, it's difficult.
It was just a mistake that obviously I was steaming drunk. I was a team.
Yeah, young boy.
And
yeah.
I ended up with just me and this other lad went back to mine absolutely hammered. Like, we were out all day and night, and then we just thought it was funny, but it was ended up a disaster. Ended up everywhere, but I apologise for it, and I paid my price, mate. It cost me a fortune, mate.
Yeah, but you see, obviously, like I said, I spoke to you at the time and when I was checking in on you, but I would never condone what you did. But I also, and obviously this is me talking from friend to friend, the person who's recorded that and sent it out, I really do hope that they aren't in your circle of friends anymore, because yeah, you made a huge mistake. Yeah, you did what you did, but there was no need for the other person to record it and also send it out. And that's not me saying, listen, Jace, what you done was right, because I told you at the time, like, what you playing at. But I hope you've learned that you can't be around those sort of people, because you are actually a good lad, and that painted you in a light which isn't a true reflection of yourself. And that's the same time I'm going to be serious with you during this interview. But I genuinely hope that person's not around you anymore. So we'll move on from that anyway. Listen, you've learned your lesson from that. I appreciate that. No, that's fine.
The thing is, as well, I know I wish I didn't do it or whatever. Like, it was a stupid drunken night, but these things happen. A lot of people are giving me a lot of stick. What's he doing? But it wasn't really me. I was a bit boozed up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. So we move on from that. So, like you say, that kind of ended your spell at Peterborough. You didn't actually score another league goal after starting with 6 goals in 5 appearances. You didn't score another league goal. So maybe it wasn't just your antics. Maybe it's your actual lack of goal scoring as well in the league that kind of ended it for you.
Well, I didn't score, but it was just because, I was getting
someone else's fault.
I was getting a lot of stick in the papers or whatever. Do
you know what I mean? Yeah. No, of course. Mentally. Of course. It's going to.
So I was flying them up, and then that was like, I was just.
Downhill from there.
See, be fair to Steve Evans. Obviously, when that was like, it was my thing is as well. It was my own house that was smashed up. Like, so nobody was harmed or whatever, and it was all my all my own stuff. So it's just if anyone's paid the price, mate, it's me, mate. It cost me a fortune of money. It's just about cost my career as well. So I'm the one that's had the brunt of it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
And obviously, to be fair to Steve, I ended up staying at his for the next couple of nights, innit? Because I didn't have a hood, so he took me in with his family. Yeah. He took me in with his family, like his missus, his daughter, and I stayed at his for the next couple of nights. So, like,
fair play to him. And that shows that he obviously sees a good side to you as well. Because if he thought you were a lost cause, he wouldn't have done that. So, like I say, fair play to him.
He's a good spinner.
Lucky didn't roll on to you, man. Lucky didn't roll on to you. Right, so after that, you left Peterborough and you went to Luton, which is a weird one because they're in the same league and Luton are top of the league. So surely when your agent calls you and say, yeah, Luton want you who are top, you're thinking, what? Like how have I pulled this off, kind of thing? Because you're going up in terms of in the table.
Nah, but Peterborough were they were trying to get rid of me at that point.
Yeah.
It was just a bit, they just wanted me out just because all the papers and that. But,
and
then, so when it came to the January there, Luton ended up I had a few other clubs. And to be fair, my agent was the one that told me that he doesn't think it's a good idea to go there. Just purely because they're doing that well anyway. Like like, you'll be going there no as first choice. You're basically going as a backup. Do you know what I mean? And that is kind of what happened. I did kind of go there as a backup. I didn't get one start. I think I had 3 appearances.
5 appearances, 1 goal.
I came on and scored, and the next week I was on the bench for the full game. Like, so the manager at the time was he just kept the same team. They were winning. It's a hard thing, you know, when a team's winning and you're not playing. What do you say?
Yeah, of course. You just got to sit there.
So that was a bit a difficult time. We got the promote. It was good to be part of a team that was
Yeah, got
winning every
promoted.
week, and we
Yeah,
won the league in that as well. And
yeah,
I suppose that I played my part, mate. Yeah? Played about
yeah. No, of course.
20 minutes.
Yeah, 20 good minutes though. Right. So after that,
Oh,
you obviously Nottingham Forest decide to sell you. Again, when you're making this move, and obviously Forest are saying to you, listen, you can't come back. We want you to go on a permanent. Are you looking to stay in England to continue to try and prove yourself, or have you got a kind of in your mind that, you know what, I wouldn't mind going back up the road, or do you just don't really mind? Which one?
bro,
Where were you at?
if I'm being honest with you, at that point, I had zero options. Like, it's,
Yeah.
and every club was the same kind of thing, and
Hmm.
I think it was mainly to do with the scandal I had with the smashing up the flat.
Yeah, yeah, of
As I
course, yeah.
said, I've played the price with that, with like ruining my just about ruining my career, because when I was on a free transfer to
Yeah,
Forest, and nobody wanted me.
yeah, yeah, of course, yeah, of
You know what I mean? There was
course.
a couple clubs or whatever, but
Yeah.
and then obviously Shrewsbury ended up popping up, and
Hmm.
I spoke with the gaffer and that, and I ended up getting good vibes. So I thought,
Yeah,
no, this could be a good little club for me
not movement. Yeah.
to get my
Kick on.
career back up and running again. So
Yeah. Was it difficult to leave Forest, Jace? I know you didn't really have a chance there. You had 6 months, but was it difficult to think, you know what, I'm leaving one of the biggest clubs in the Championship, and no disrespect to Shrewsbury, they're a smaller club. Was there ever a part of you that thought, let me just go back for pre-season, I've got another year on my deal, let me just try and give it a go,
yeah,
or did you know that, you know, the writing was on the wall?
bro, it was out of my hands, mate. Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
the clearest day, mate. Every time.
yeah.
So after when Karanka came in, every summer I'd go back, mate, and I
Hmm.
would be every time pre-season I wouldn't. There was always a group of like 5 or 6 years, the bomb
Yeah,
squad. If you see
yeah,
it on
yeah,
loads of clubs, we'd be getting changed in a porta cabin, no allowed
yeah,
anybody
yeah,
as a first team, training with the
yeah.
young
So you
lads,
knew.
not even got
Yeah,
any kit or anything. So it's clear as
yeah.
day. It happened every pre-season. I think Roy
Hmm.
Keane and Martin O'Neill came in. They
Yeah,
came in and they got sacked, and I didn't speak one word to both of them, not a message
yeah,
or
yeah.
anything.
Just
And
yeah,
then the new manager came in, I've not spoke to him, so it was clear as
yeah.
day. Like, they wanted me out.
That you to go.
And that's just footy sometimes.
No, of
Footy,
course, of course.
it's all about opinions, man. If your face fits
Yeah,
something,
yeah,
it fits, doesn't it? So,
yeah.
but
No, definitely.
so I had to go somewhere, and I thought I'd go somewhere up perm just to. I was on loan. I mean, I've been loaned
Had
loads of
enough on
clubs.
loan.
There. I
Yeah,
was I
yeah, of
was living
course.
in different cities and that, like moving about all the
Yeah,
time, mate. I wanted somewhere where I could just go perm, settle down
yeah,
a bit, get back playing footy and enjoying it, mate. And
yeah.
I'm glad I went Shrewsbury so far, because I do enjoy it there, mate.
No, definitely. And like you said, that the permanent comes to Shrewsbury. You know, you're having a half decent season, and then Liverpool rock up into town, and obviously you don't start the game because I can imagine, I know what you're like. You're obviously disappointed. You're coming on as a sub, so even I'm here like clapping at the TV as if you could hear me. You come on and you score 2 goals. So talk us through the goals. Talk us through what you're thinking. I'm going on against Liverpool here, team top of the Premier League first and foremost, and then talk us through your goals.
I was fuming. I wasn't starting, mate. Fuming.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
But
Yeah,
because I think I scored the week before that as well, and I wasn't starting. But
yeah,
everyone would be, when it comes to their games and you didn't start or whatever. Like,
yeah,
everyone wants to start. There's a squad of 22. Do you know what I mean? Everybody wants to
yeah,
start against Liverpool. You know what I mean?
of
Jurgen
course.
Klopp and Mo Salah and all that being there. I was like,
Yeah,
everyone wants to start. But
yeah,
I thought, right, I think I'll get on anyway. So
hmm,
when I get on, I'm just going to make sure that I'm ready. And
yeah,
when I get the ball, I'm just going to shoot like every time. Do you know what I mean? One of the ones, like, I'm just going
yeah,
to try and score. So I came
yeah.
on. I came on,
What did the
and
manager say to you, Jace? When you're coming on, you're going against Liverpool. He's saying, "I'll go and get me a goal," and you're thinking, "This is Liverpool, like what's he said to you? What was his final
I
words?"
think he just said, I think he did say that. To be fair, I think he was like,
Yeah,
"Go and get us a couple of goals." I was like, "Wait,
yeah,
sound, mate.
that'd
I'll
be.
try my best." But you know what I mean? But
Yeah, yeah,
I came on, and we got the pen. And I grabbed that pen. I
mm.
grabbed that pen like the last toilet roll in Tesco, mate. I grabbed that so fast, bro. And
Yeah.
then I slotted it, mate,
Mm.
and I was buzzing, man. And I could feel we were on top of them at one point. You
Yeah,
know, they
yeah.
started panicking when their three subs were Mo Salah,
Hmm.
Ox,
Hmm.
and Firmino. Do you know what I mean? That was their first sub,
yeah.
so they started panicking,
Yeah.
And the second goal ended up just Megan Lovren put it bottom right, and I was honestly, I'd say like the Scottish Cup was probably a highlight of my career or whatever, and I'd say as a game though, like a personal game, that's probably the best. That's probably the best night like in football for me. It was mental, mate. All the fans came on after the game and that.
Yeah.
It was quality, mate.
Yeah, obviously, like, I was buzzing, and you know what I mean, I'm up in Scotland watching you, so I can only imagine how it felt for you, you know, going on and scoring and whatever else. So you get through that, you're living off the high of, you know, going back to Anfield now. Obviously, you rock up at Anfield a couple of weeks later, and you're sub again. So what are your thoughts then, thinking, you know, I've not that you're the only one who's got the team there, but I've scored 2 goals in the previous one. You know, I've gone on and done my job, and now I'm sub again. Surely that must have been heartbreaking.
Nah, obviously, mate. We went away Anfield. You know what I mean? I played my part in getting there, mate, and I was on the bench, so I was obviously fuming. But I'm fuming.
Yeah.
You know what? Regardless if it was Liverpool or whatever, when I'm not playing, I'm fuming. I want to play every week, but
of course.
When it came to that, I was a wee bit in it, but it's up to the gaffer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If it was up to me, Marv, mate, I'd have been playing, mate. I'd have been on penalties. I'd have been on goal kick, everything, mate. I'd been skipper, the lot.
Oh, man.
But it ain't up to me, mate, is it?
Yeah, what a guy. Well, listen, just before we let you go, so we're going to talk about, obviously, international football, and probably a lot of people don't know that you're eligible to play for Australia. And you actually spoke to them before, didn't you? They contacted you to speak before.
Shrimp on the bar, baby.
So what happened with that time you spoke to them? Like, what was the conversation? Obviously, because they approached you. Was it they wanted to call you up and you wanted to keep yourself open for Scotland? Because you're still only 24 now. And, you know,
I'm 34, bro. I feel like I'm 34, bro. I feel 34.
Yeah, you've been through a lot, but you have. But I mean, at 24, you know, you should be looking to kick on, obviously. And now it's up to you, because there's no one that's going to say, listen, Jason Cummings doesn't have ability. It's just whether you want to put the hard yards in now to go on and play at the level you should, or if you want to be, you know, turn 28, 29, and people be like, oh, he used to be a good player, he used to have potential, and just floating around the lower league. So it's up to you. But in terms of your international future,
team, man.
You come and join me. I'll get you on there, mate. In terms of your international future, are you still open to playing for? Your 2 games for Scotland were both friendlies, I understand, yeah.
That was my first cap and my last cap. That for Scotland. You know what, mate? That I kind of forgot about that, because it was a couple of years ago. But I'd say that is probably the proudest I've ever been in my career. Yeah. Making 2 caps for Scotland was the proudest I've ever been, mate. Honestly,
who did you play against?
Played against Holland, and in the second one I can't remember. Maybe Hungary. Or something.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
But I think it was about, if you add both the minutes up, it was probably about 4 minutes each game. But it's still
still 4 minutes to 2 caps.
But I'm in that position now. They were just friendly, so I can still like play with Australia. And I've been speaking to. I've spoke to the assistant manager at Australia, and I've told them that I'd be interested. I would say that obviously my first choice would be Scotland, because I'm fully Scottish. It's my mum my mum was born in Australia, so it's a bit like Martin Boyle, isn't it?
Yeah, his dad, yeah.
Boyle's like that, and he took his chance to play with Australia, and he's actually done alright.
Yeah, he's done well, done really, really well. So you'd be open to both.
So if the opportunity came up with Australia, then I'd obviously, I think I would take it. Just purely because I feel like I ain't in Scotland's plans at the moment.
Yeah, of course. And
I probably ain't in Australia's plans either.
No, you will be there. And as I was just saying to you, you're still such a young man, and you know, you've grown up an awful lot from the Jason Cummings I met when I first came to Hibs, and obviously the stuff you went through at Peterborough, and I spoke to you at that point, to the Jason Cummings now. You're growing up, and I was saying to somebody earlier, you know, it's down to you what you want to do in football, because no one will ever doubt your ability. The only thing that people will doubt is something that's easily changing. That's your mindset to, you know, go in the hard yards and wanting to be a footballer. Like you say, you work so hard. When you're a gardener, to get to the position you are now, you've worked incredibly hard. So don't let it stop now. And, you know, I'm 33, I'm coming towards the end, and I would hate hate to see you waste the ability in your career, because as much as you used to annoy me at Hibs, you're a fantastic guy and you're a fantastic footballer, but you just need to kick on. Everyone wants to see you kick on. Everyone wants you to do well. Even Hibs fans will want you to do well, even though you've left the club and whatever else. Everyone wants you to do well. And I just want the football season to get started, and hopefully you are staying fit and you're staying safe, and you're ready to kick on for next season. Because no disrespect to Shrewsbury, but Jason Cummings probably shouldn't be playing in League One in England, especially at the age of 24. Maybe in 10 years' time, yeah, but you should be kicking on and trying to follow Big John McGinn's lead, mate. And I genuinely mean that.
The meatball's living the dream, innit?
He's living the dream, mate. An absolute amazing guy like yourself. So that's what you need to be following, mate. You really do need to do it. And
I appreciate that.
I'd love to see it.
I appreciate that, mate. What a guy, man.
Nah, you've been a top man. Listen, I'm not going to keep you. I'm going to let you go. I truly appreciate you coming on here.
Yeah, this is what you think to your podcast, mate.
Big Steve Evans, man.
Got it here, mate.
What a dog, man.
Sleep. Everyone's putting you on so they can get a good get.
Whatever you.
If I see Steve on there pretending he's an animal, mate, I'm going to block you. And Baldy Fozzie and all doing squats against walls and that.
You need to join in, man. You need to join in. Listen, I'm letting you go. I appreciate you coming on here, man. I know it's hard times, but stay safe. I'm going to give you a message in a bit.
Hey, true, mate. Legend, mate.
All right.
In a bit.
Nothing but love for you, mate. See you later.
Love you, son.
Love you too. Bye-bye.